for the ceremonial tokish of the bowl. Wherever you are, whenever you are around the world, this is the point where you load green into your smoking device. And I ask everybody smash the thumbs up so that we can start this stream in style. And if you don't smoke, if you don't get high, well, just sit there and twiddle your thumbs. Smash the thumbs up. I want to see 15 thumbs up to get us started. 15 thumbs up to get us started, and we will light this thing off. I got a lot of fun subjects to talk about today. So we are almost there. I see 13 thumbs up, 16 thumbs up. You guys listen very well. And away we go. If you got it, light it up. If you don't got it, then just sit there and twiddle your thumbs.
Don't die.
All right. So, I have a lot of subjects to hit during this stream, so we're just going to go ahead and dive right on in. I'm noticing that and I've said this many times before, that the Asians are the most easily duped. The Asians, they don't have any problem with complying with the government. They seem to be the most compliant of all the races. And I'm not even being racist. I'm just pointing out what I see. For instance, when I go to a casino, there's a plethora of Asians who go to the casino. And if you've ever been to Las Vegas or anywhere where there's a big casino, you'll find there generally is quite a few Asians who show up. And so when I go to a casino and I see that the Asians are 99% muzzled, about 99% muzzled. It's rare to see an Asian person not wearing the ritualistic shame muzzle. And so I see 99% of the Asians muzzled, yet they show up to a casino where there's 1,000 people walking around. So I want to talk about the hypocrisy of the zombies. Now, anyone I see wearing a muzzle nowadays, they're a zombie to me. Anyone who took the chemical concoction, the jab, whatever you want to call it, they're a zombie to me. So I refer to anyone who's a indoctrinated, brain-dead person walking around. I refer to that person as a zombie. And so you see it in the title, Zombies are taken over. Zombie takeover has begun. I'm referring to the people who are so compliant that they willingly take the chemical concoction. They willingly accept the government propaganda. They are a willing participant in the psychological operation. And these people I'm referring to now as zombies, NPCs, basically non-player controlled players. Have you ever seen like a computer controlled person in a video game? They're calling these NPCs, and it's basically any character in a game which is not controlled by a player. The term originated in a traditional tabletop role-playing game where it applies to characters controlled by the game master or referee rather than another player. And so NPC and zombie are basically a term that I use for these people just wandering about, and it doesn't seem like they have a soul. Like they are soulless beings walking around in a flesh bag. And so all those zombie movies that we saw, it's actually foreshadowing of what we see now, which are real-life zombies. So back to my point, I see Asians showing up to the casino. They're muzzling up, but they're showing up to a place where there's 1,000 people. So you got to ask yourself, like, if you really believe that there is a boogeyman disease, if you really believe that the C word is real and it's killing people, then why would you show up to a place where there's a bunch of people not wearing muzzles? Like me.
A lot of good shit. I'm not standing up here fucking the whole time.
Why would you show up and walk around and be so close to where you're basically brushing my shoulder as you walk by? Why would you show up there if you're truly afraid of dying? And my thing is, what is the muzzle doing for you? Because the argument is, does wearing a muzzle protect you? And they will even admit, no, wearing a muzzle doesn't protect the person who's wearing it. They're protecting other people. So if you show up to a casino where I'm at and I'm not wearing a muzzle, and you are wearing a muzzle for my protection, well, I'm not wearing one, so therefore you're not protected. So if there's one person at the casino not wearing a muzzle, then that means it cancels out everyone who is wearing a muzzle, because wearing a muzzle apparently doesn't protect the person wearing a muzzle. It only protects the people around them. So everyone has to be wearing a muzzle for the muzzle to work, according to that logic. So the fact that I'm not wearing one, and other white people I see at the casino not wearing them, I shouldn't say all white people, because there's definitely a lot wearing them. But I notice at the casino, if there are people not wearing them, they tend to be either Latino or white. So black people, I notice, are mostly muzzled. Asians are like 99% muzzled. So my thing is, if you are going to muzzle up and you are afraid of dying, you do believe in the boogeyman disease, why would you go to a casino and hang out with people like me who are not taking the chemical concoction, not muzzled? And I'm using these terms to not get kicked off of YouTube. I would use much more harsh terms if I could, but you guys know how it works. So Asians are literally showing up by the thousands to hang out with people by the thousands like me, who are un-BAXXinated and not wearing a muzzle. So why would they do that? What do they even think that they're doing at this point? Like, they want to win money and play slot machines.
Cheers, dude.
So bad. They're going to go hang out with people like me who aren't muzzled up. They're going to walk right past me. They're definitely not social distancing. They're not staying 6 feet apart. They're getting within 6 inches of me when they walk by. They're touching the same machines as me. They touch the same shit that I touch. They breathe the same air that I breathe. Yet they think that mass-produced piece of cloth is somehow keeping them safe. And if you corner one of these people and ask them, hey, do you really think that piece of cloth is keeping you safe from any sort of disease? Some of them think yes it is, and some of them say, no, I'm wearing it to protect other people. But if other people like me aren't wearing them, then that means you're not protected. So the whole thing at that point fucking falls apart. It fucking falls apart. It's
preach, brother, preach.
Ridiculous.
Yes, sir, it's ridiculous.
I'm wear a mask to save you. Well, I'm not wearing one. So how is your mask gonna work? So you have to believe that the mask keeps you safe rather than keeps me safe, because I'm not wearing one. So if you're one of the tard muffins, and I use that term because I can't say what I really want to say, so I have to say tard muffin. So the tard muffins who believe that the muzzles are keeping them safe, they actually believe that there's little C-word spiky balls trying to get into their mouth, and it's being blocked by the piece of cloth. They think that there's little spiky C-word balls, little boogeyman particles floating around, and that they're being blocked. They can't quite get through their nose and into their mouth because they're wearing that cloth. That's what you have to fucking believe if you think the cloth keeps you safe. Look, you have to believe if you wear a piece of cloth and that it's keeping you safe, You have to believe that there's spiky little balls, little C-word balls, trying to get in your mouth and your nose, and that piece of cloth blocks them. And that the minute you remove it, you're in danger, unless you're sitting at a restaurant table. If you're sitting at a restaurant table or taking a drink of liquids, then it's okay to remove your muzzle. Then you're safe. So here's the deal. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you stand on. If you wear a muzzle, you're a tard muffin. If you wear a muzzle and you think it's blocking the C word, how is it not going through your skin? Your skin is an organ. Your skin is a big giant organ. If I pour chemicals on your skin absorbs the chemicals, right? You don't have to drink it.
100%.
Put it in your nose.
100%.
If there really were C-word boogeyman particles, and again, I wish I could say the real thing, but I can't. So I have to say C-words, little spiky ball C-word things. If they were really floating around in the air, what's to stop them from going in your fucking ear? Or just into your skin? They're so small, right? But people think that wearing a mass-produced Chinese piece of cloth is gonna block them. Bing, pow! Like there's a fucking spiky ball going ting, pow, ping, pow, like bullets bouncing off of a fucking bulletproof vest. Ting, pow, ping, pow. What the fuck are people thinking? And then the really smart ones will say, oh, it doesn't protect you, the person wearing it. It protects the other people. So that when you sneeze and cough, it's contained inside of the muzzle. Achoo, achoo. So I'm protecting you. Well, I'm not fucking wearing one. So you are unprotected even when you wear one. Ta-da! The only way you would be protected is if you stayed away from all people who weren't wearing one. All the time. And if that was the case, then you wouldn't need to wear one. See how that works? If you are alone at home, you don't have to protect anybody because you're alone at home. If you're alone in your car, you don't have to protect anybody because you're alone in your car. So if you're alone in your car or at home and you wear one, that means you think that they are floating around in the air and that you're blocking them. There's no other way. Do you guys see what I'm getting at here? Do you see where I'm going with this? If you wear one in the car alone, you absolutely have to believe that you are protecting yourself from invading diseases. There are invading diseases floating in the air, and you're protecting yourself from them coming through that Chinese piece of cloth. But
Smoke again, dude.
They don't go in your eye.
This guy is presenting truth, dude. 100% truth.
Go around it and get in your eye.
Yeah,
no,
smoke a bowl, dude. Hell yeah, smoke some more weed, dude.
The disease isn't smart enough to go around the piece of plastic and then inside your eye. It's a dumb disease. It just fucking slams into the plastic visor. It slams into your cloth muzzle, and it can't get through. Again, you have.
I know the pipe looked like a dick, but that wasn't my point. I agree with this guy 100%, or I wouldn't be sitting here recording it.
I'm not wearing one, and a lot of people aren't wearing them. So that means if you come anywhere near me, I might sneeze or cough on you, and you are unprotected. So, why wear one by yourself if you're protecting me? Why wear one around me if I'm not wearing one and I might cough or sneeze on you? Seems to me you should be staying home and not wearing one. Right? You should just stay home and not wear one. Stay home, don't go around anyone else if you're truly afraid. And if you were going to leave the house, you would want to wear like a fucking hazmat suit. If we were truly in an actual deadly situation and you were truly afraid, you would only leave the house in a hazmat suit under dire circumstances when you absolutely had to. All right, honey, I'm going to go out there and brave myself against the world. I might die. I'm going to wear a hazmat suit. Pray to God that no boogeyman disease slips through the hazmat suit.